Ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, this is your captain speaking. My name is Chemtrail Airlines. I stream on Twitch and also post semi-regularly on TikTok, and I'm making this video simply because a lot of people in my chat and some people that I know have been asking me recently how I edit my videos for TikTok. I use DaVinci Resolve instead of paying every year for the Adobe series, and it's a little bit of a different program that you got to use. It's free, which is really helpful, which is why a lot of people gravitate towards it. However, I haven't seen a really succinct, easy, quick tutorial on how to get gameplay from Twitch, from your Twitch clips or your recordings, however you choose to do it, over to TikTok in just one easy, maximum 10-minute video. And so that's what I'm doing today. I actually have a couple people in the Discord right now that are waiting for me to hop over there, and we're going to show everyone in there step by step how to get a raw clip with hopefully your webcam in it and take it, edit it, and post it directly on TikTok in a very, very efficient way for those of us that maybe don't have as much time as others to edit in case we have, school or a full-time job. And I know there's a lot of other small streamers out there that deal with this issue of just not having a lot of time in the world to go through the editing process. So this is going to be something that if you get really good at it, you can do this with a minute-long clip in, I'd say, under 10 minutes. It's not going to be that hard. It's not going to be that difficult. There's going to be very clear instructions and very clear steps on how to get from point A to point B in this method. So if you guys would like to stick around and watch the video, great. All right, so let's get into this. So first step, what we're going to do is we're going to come up here to File, and we're going to go into your project settings. Now I already have some presets set up, but this is all you're going to change. So for your timeline resolution, let's set it back to our normal. Let's go to our system config just so I can show you how I'm changing everything. All right, so for our timeline resolution, we're going to switch this to custom. And instead of 1920 by 1080, all we're going to do is we're going to change this to 1080 by 1920. We're just going to reverse that real quick. And I like to up the frame rate either to 29.97 or just to 60. I'm going to do 60 for now. And our playback frame rate can stay the same. Change this to however you want your video to come out. For me, doing 1080 by 60, HD 1080p by 60, or you can go into the Ultra HD or the 2K. For now, I'm just going to do HD. All right, that's really all we need to change here. So then what we're going to do is we're going to go to presets. We're going to hit save as and apply current configuration to system. We're going to hit yes because that's the project that we want to be working on. I just named mine TikTok. I'm not actually going to save this one, but you just enter whatever name you want to put in there and hit save. I already have TikTok and TikTok test. TikTok test is the one I use. I just am too lazy to change the name. But if you want to just go back to your presets for every new project that you do, because every new project you're going to have to, when you close DaVinci Resolve, you're going to have to re-click on what preset you want. So I just double click on TikTok test, hit load, and then we're ready to go. So after that, all we're going to do is we're going to drag in. I just use the drag and drop just because it's easier. So open up your files and we're going to drag in whatever clips you want to be editing. So for now, I'm going to drag in, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. And I'm going to hit the 2 cars and this shot here. All right. So now those are all in there. And then we're going to move over to this third option here is our editing screen. So first thing we got to think about is how many layers do we want on this video? So for me personally, I have a blurred out background layer. I have my gameplay. I have my face cam. And then depending on the video, I'll also have my kill counter off of Warzone up in the top right corner. For this particular video, I'm not going to do the kill counter because these are all different. It's not one fight. These are all different times. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to figure out which one I want to pick first. So for the first one, I'm probably going to do this helicopter shot, and I'm going to drag it in 3 times right on top of each other so that we have 3 different videos and 3 different audios. Now I only want one audio. I still want my 3 videos, but I only want one audio. So I'm going to click on each audio, then right click on it and hit link clips, and that'll unlink the clip, the audio and the video. I'm going to do that to the bottom one as well. And then I'm going to cut each of these audios out, leaving only one audio and 3 videos. All right. Next step, I'm going to actually cover these two up. So this button right here, this makes it so that you can't see these two videos, and they stack in ascending order, right? So your video 3 is going to be the one on top, your video 1 is going to be the one on bottom, right? So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to click on this video 1, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in until this fills up my entire screen. And you see how this is actually already shaped like a phone, since we're specifically editing for TikTok. This is shaped like a phone because we put it in as 1080 by 1920 back in our presets. So that makes it just a whole heck of a lot easier to just edit for one particular application like TikTok, which uses your entire phone screen when putting it up. So you just zoom in until it covers your entire screen. I like to get this little piece out from my overlay. I like to get that out as well, so we just have gameplay right here. Then all you're going to do is you're going to come down to OpenFX down here in your toolbox. You're going to get Gaussian blur. You're going to drag that directly onto that clip. Then you're going to come into OpenFX, and I like to put this right about 7.729 is usually a good number for me, because see, that gets it nice and blurred out, but you can still tell what's happening, and it provides a really good dynamic background for your video. So now that that's done, we're actually going to uncover both of these, and what we're going to do is we're going to click off on the side so that it unselects this one down here. We're going to hold Control and click on both of these clips. All right. Actually, no, we're not going to do that. First, we're going to do something else. My apologies. First, we're going to click on this. So now we still have this top one blurred, right? So we're seeing video 2 and we're not seeing video 3. We're going to click on this. We're going to zoom it in until your face cam is just out of view. So for me, that sits right about 2.0 is right about when my face cam is out of view. And then we're also going to drag this downwards by using the position Y, your Y axis. We're going to drag this down. I like to put mine right around -200, and see how as we drag it down, now that we're moving it out of position, we're actually going to be able to see the dynamic background that we set up with the blurred video in the background. You can also do this by cropping your image. If you crop one of the videos that's on top, it will allow you to see the under video, the under image of what you're editing. So now that that's done, we're going to do what I was saying before. We're going to hold Control and click on the top and the middle video. We're then going to right click, come up here, and we're going to hit New Fusion Clip right here at the second to top option. That's going to put these into what's called a Fusion Clip. And what we're going to do is we're then going to right click on this, and we're going to go into Open in Fusion Page. So what this is going to do is it's going to open up this new page that we actually have down here. It's called our Fusion page. And this allows us to create nodes that allow us to do different things to these videos, right? So right now, our media 1, which is actually hidden, is our clip that we just zoomed in so that we couldn't see the face cam, right? So that's our video, that's our media 1. Our media 2 is the one we're currently seeing on this page right now, which is the just unedited, just 1920 by 1080 little thing that we have here. So what we're gonna do, this is really actually very simple once you kind of understand how it works, right? So all we're gonna do is we're gonna click on media 2, and we're gonna hit this ellipse right here, and that's gonna create a node above media 2, right? And see what this does is it actually crops out in a circle part of this clip, right? So we're gonna position this over our face cam. We're gonna hold Control, and we're gonna scroll wheel in. So we're gonna use our mouse wheel, and we're gonna scroll up, and that'll zoom us in, right? And we're gonna drag this corner. This corner allows us to change this without changing the aspect ratio of that circle. So we're gonna zoom in a little more here, zoom in a little more here, and then we're gonna hold the center square, and we're gonna move this, and we're just gonna keep doing that until we have this centered exactly where we want it. So for me, that's right about there. And then we're gonna zoom back out. All right. So that's what we're going to do there. So that's done. Now what we're going to do is we're going to click on Media 2 again, and we're going to hit this transform option. And that is going to allow us to essentially edit the entire clip, even the parts we can't see, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to take this size, and for the size that I have my webcam here, we're going to put that all the way up to 5. That's the maximum amount. And then we're going to move this. We're just going to hold, just click once right here in your center x-axis, and you're going to just move this to the right until you can see your face cam come up, right? And then we're going to zoom out a little bit more. Then we're going to use the position Y, to move this up, and then you're just going to center this in this alpha area that we have up here, right? So that we have it just above our main clip that we're getting our gameplay off of. So you just center that out. You can even zoom back in. You can re-click on your ellipse, and you can edit this more in case you want a little more of your face cam showing, in case you didn't get enough of it. You can just do that, zoom back out, click back on transform, recenter it a little bit, right about there-ish. All right. Zoom back out, and that's done. You can click off of that, and you can go back to your edit page. And now, right here, we have, as soon as it actually loads, it'll stop being so jumpy. But we have essentially a fully edited piece of a clip right here with the circular face cam, the blurred background, and your gameplay sitting right here, all usable, all ready to go. And you can just add other clips as you see fit. You can just put another clip afterwards and do the same exact process to get this exact thing every single time. And you just do that as many clips as you have, put them all together, and then all you're gonna do is, if you want to add any audio effects, you can come in here to this audio page. And right now I only have one audio, and all you can, if you want to add, say you have like a voiceover, if you want to add any sort of one thing that I've added is the de-hummer. A limiter is normally something that you'd have on your OBS if you're streaming or recording, which I have it on mine, so I'm not really worried about that. You could also add noise reduction, anything that you see in here. This is all free stuff, so anything that you really need to do, you could just play around with your audio and get that all set up. Now, say I wanted to actually render this and actually publish this and put it out. All I would do is I'd come over to this last tab here. Obviously, I'm not going to do it because this clip isn't done, but you come over to this last tab here. You'd hit on this YouTube button, rename your file to whatever you want, put it wherever you'd like, pick your location out of your files, and then you're going to hit the resolution. You're going to do custom. You're going to do this 1080 by 1920 once again. You can keep the frame rate the same, and then instead of QuickTime, you're going to put that to MP4. That'll allow it to just render initially as an MP4 file, so you can just use Dropbox or email, however you choose to send the clips to your phone, and then post it to TikTok directly from your phone. And that's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. Then you just hit add to render queue and start render. And that is 100% done. You have just edited a clip for TikTok, and you can just post it directly from your phone as soon as you get it from your computer to your mobile device. That's pretty much it. The only other thing that I will occasionally use is, say I brought this video down and say this was a long fight. Actually, I could probably show you better on this one here. Say this was a long fight, like this is a bit of a longer clip, and say, you know, oh, I'm fighting, and now I'm just running around and I don't really want that in my clip. What you can do is you can come here, you can drag to where you stop fighting, like after you get the last down for a little bit, you can drag it to there, to that point, and you can cut it right here. You can hit that cut feature, and that'll split the clip into two right where you had your last stop, right where you stopped last, right? And then what you can do is you can play it until you get to the place where you get the next kill. Say it's right there. You can come back over here, hit cut again, and then on this in-between one, you can right click on that. You come up to change clip speed, and you can change that speed. It depends on how long in between the two clips you have, because obviously TikTok, you got 60 seconds maximum. I usually like it sitting around somewhere around 400 to 500, maybe 550 if it's a long span of time, but you still want to capture it as being one fight. So you can go ahead and change that. What you are going to have to do is you are going to have to edit this a little bit more. So you're going to have to figure out, you have to go in here, you're going to have to play it and say, oh, well, this right here was where I stopped. Like this right here is where this clip begins. So you're gonna have to edit this little tail off, and you can just do that by playing and pausing, or by using the scrub feature and just scrubbing it to where you need to pick up on this unsped up clip, and then drag this back so that it cuts it off. Drag this in front of it, and then you have a smooth transition from a quick from a sped up clip to something that's actually in real time. Last real useful thing would probably be your video transitions. I don't use them all that much anymore, only occasionally. But you do have your blur dissolve and your additive dissolve options, which are the two real nice ones that I like. Especially helpful for switching from, say, if you just have a video of you explaining what happens in the clip and you want to transition from that into actual gameplay. Using that blur dissolve, I can zoom in so you can see it a little bit better. It looks a little something like, oh, that video is not quite rendered. But there we go. Now it should be better. It'll just blur from one clip to the other. And that makes that a really smooth transition, really pretty transition to look at. And you're not experiencing that sudden clip to another video. But that's really it. It's not a whole lot to deal with. Do you have any questions? Anyone have any questions? Cool. That's pretty much all I do. That right there, this right here, this clip that I have, that is completely edited and ready for TikTok. That is something that I would post right now, except for the fact that obviously I didn't put multiple clips in there. It's just that one shot. But that in a nutshell is how you edit individual clips for TikTok. And that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like what you saw, please subscribe down below, and I might take suggestions on how to grow not only your channel, but yourself as a small streamer. There's a lot that we can learn because there's a lot that we do. So there's really a lot of different avenues you can go down in things to learn to help better your channel and your content and just all around gain knowledge. So thank you guys for watching.